By now, most of you already know that when the newest season of Braxton's aired, the most recent season that wrapped after Tracy Braxton's passing, may her soul continue to rest in peace. I covered the show and gave my full review. So for anyone who missed that coverage, you can always check out the Braxton's playlist on the channel. There was definitely a lot going on during the season. One of the sisters seemed to be under more attack than the others, and the drama was nonstop now that the series has ended. Everyone appears to be moving forward, planning weddings, focusing on life, and just continuing on. Things have been a little more peaceful in the Braxton camp since the season wrapped. But now the conversation has started all over again after their niece, Michael's daughter, jumped on TikTok and had something to say about one of her aunties. Of course, she never mentioned name, and when you leave out names, you already know people are going to start making their own assumptions. Now people are throwing names around, saying, "Oh, she's talking about Trina Braxton," while others are bringing up her late ex-husband Gabe Solis. May his soul rest in peace. Then you have others blaming Tawanda Braxton. I mean, it's all over the place. And this is exactly what happens when you tell a story while trying not to be messy, but you still put it out there without saying a name. People are naturally going to run with their own assumptions and theories. So let's get into it.
So I want to tell a story today, and that story is about how one of my aunts in my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time. And I have been a nervous wreck to talk about something like this and to tell this story. A, because of my family. B, because I don't want people, it's not to hurt people to tell my story. But at the same time, I've been working through this so much in therapy, and this is something that goes way deep to my core in terms of worthiness and how I feel about myself. And it's been such a journey. And it's that moment of my life where I have to fully confront it and face it and talk about it, but talk about it because I also want to shed light for the women and the men and anybody who has gone through something like this, where you were underage and something in that sort of manner happened in terms of that sort of word of abuse. And I feel like I have to be careful with what I'm saying here because I don't want to be banned from talking about these situations, but also we kind of have to talk about it. I'm also not very good at storytelling, and I'm new to all this, and I'm also trying to get ready at the same time and tell a story. And I feel like the story is quite complicated and detailed, so bear with me here. But yeah, so one of my aunts does not talk to me because I guess she felt like I did something with her partner at that time. And nothing happened, but I'm gonna try to tell the story quickly and also not name any names. And so I was with this aunt for the summer with my sister, and I can't remember how much time had passed since we were there in the summer for a little bit of time to when we got home. And when I think it was my stepmother was going through my phone and she found this conversation, this sort of conversation. And she showed it to my dad, and my dad called that aunt, and we spoke about it and we talked about it a little bit. And I remember just a lot of emotions, was a lot going on. I was 16 at the time, and I'm 32 now. I had to think about it. I'm 32 now. And so, oh my God, it's been 16 years. This is wild. Anyway, okay. So yeah, my aunt was there for me. She was very kind and very nice. Was like, "I'm so sorry that this happened to you, blah, 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 blah." And not blah, 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 but she was very kind, and it just felt safe, But then as the years have gone by, it's that mood and that assumption that I didn't do anything because I was a child was not that assumption anymore. And it boggles my mind because it was like, wait, but if it happened or if it was true, then that would make him, and like, you're okay with that? Like, that's what you would like to hear? And I would just never forget how when I got older, I just realized that I really had to take the time and go back to that part of my life and understand how much feeling of like I didn't matter, that I was unworthy. It just felt like love from my family was just cut off and gone. And you're like, but wait, that guy? And it made it even worse because it was like, wait, this guy that was doing this to you on TV? And like, it's kind of cohorts in the same spirit of what was happening. Not in the same cohorts, in the same spirit, but like, it's so painful. And I know that the ladies, the men, everybody who has experienced this sort of feeling when your family doesn't believe you, or when you're at an age where you shouldn't have been put in that situation to have to navigate it. And however you navigated was however you navigated it. And this is what I learned in therapy, is like how I navigated it and how I dealt with it was how I dealt with it. But the most important thing to understand is that I never should have been put in that spot in the first place. And I think that's the devastating part, is that you realize that you didn't ask for that. I did not ask for that. No matter what, I didn't ask for that. So I'm just wondering what other people who have gone through this, how they decided to handle this sort of situation. How did you go about telling your truth? And how do you tell your truth in a way that honors you? And I think the reason why I'm addressing it now so much is because I'm getting older. And if I want to have kids, and especially if I want to have girls, like, I don't want to still be in that space and place and in that situation and just even having to deal with it, And so next year I'm planning to go to the US, and I'm planning to confront a lot of things because my sister passed away. I fled the country because I was needing to save my own self and my own life. And when I say all of this is not a dig to my family member, because it's really sad that she also was put in that situation of having to deal and having to handle. That's not her. I don't wish that upon anyone either. There's sympathy there. But there's also so many other aspects of it when you're a child and you're denied a voice. It's pretty much been a lifelong battle for me. So it's been a journey, but I appreciate spaces like this where I feel like if I talk about it on social media, and I just felt I just felt like TikTok was the space and the place to talk about it, and it felt right, and it just felt accepted in this community. And so if you've ever been that person, I I just want to hear from you. I want to know that you're okay. I want to ask you what sort of work you've done for yourself to get better. Like, what sorts of things are you doing to make sure that you heal? And I'm so happy that I'm getting to a place where I'm healing, so that then I have the heart and the courage to go heal somebody else, that next person. And not only that, but my aunt as well, you know? So this has not been an easy journey, and I hope that I'm not annihilated on this platform. But I do just, I don't know, like, I love you all and thank you. And if you've ever been that person who's been silenced, like, so much love to you, and you're an amazing person. And don't let anybody, because that's easier said than done, but wait, I'm gonna go to part.
I am sending prayers and healing to Ashley Braxton. Like she said, it's been 16 years, and here she is finally telling her story while still going through the healing process. The fact that she's still able to acknowledge her Annie and say, listen, she should have never been placed in that position, while also trying to understand why her Annie later switched up on her, allegedly, just shows how much she's still processing. I'm truly praying for her and the entire family, because now even the innocent Annies who had nothing to do with the situation are being attacked as well. So I'm praying for healing all the way around, especially for Ashley and everything she's been through, losing her sister and then her aunts losing their sister, while she also had to cope with losing her Annie too. It's just been a lot happening all at once. But I'll definitely be back when she posts a part 2. Wishing all of you well, and please take care. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you turn on your notifications, so whenever I post, you'll know exactly when it goes up. I'll see you all down in the comment section. And remember to always have a God-blessed attitude. That means staying positive at all times and finding the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.